Urban Meyer at Bowling Green and at Utah was kind of in that mode that he started to run. Of course, he was running the spread with Alex Smith, and they were surprising people, and it seemed innovative and so forth and so on. And then you're on Urban's staff at Florida. Did you guys think you were winning? You know, it's talent first and foremost, no question about that. But did you guys feel like you were ahead of the curve? You were doing things that surprised or were ahead of your opponents?
Well, I think to Urban's credit, that's the one thing he did an outstanding job of is they created a system, right? Really stole some stuff from Rich Rod at West Virginia. They went to Northwestern, studied this kind of spread offense, zone read, all that stuff, and they implemented it at Bowling Green. Had outstanding success with Josh Harris. They did it at Utah with Alex Smith, unbelievable success, right? And then he gets to Florida, and it just didn't work. Like you look at that first year, those first 5 games, I'll never forget. We went and played Alabama and just got boat raced because the defensive end could take away the running back, and they were so athletic that if the quarterback pulled it, they'd bounce right back and tackle the quarterback. They could play both, and it was like this anomaly. Like that's not supposed to happen. And so he had to pivot, and Steve Adazio was really the guy that transformed that offense with Dan Mullen and instituted a tight end, which they'd never had a tight end at Bowling Green or Utah ever. When they got to those places and there's tight ends on rosters, they made them defensive ends. Like they didn't have a tight end, but they needed that tight end in the offense. Like then that wing back, that Aaron Hernandez. So there was a constant pivoting, and then it became almost like a single wing spread offense. So you fast forward to Ohio State, totally different offense, right? Tom Herman comes in, some of the same stuff with Braxton Miller, but he had a little different skill set. And then when you transition to JT Barrett and Cardale Jones, a completely different offense than what was run at Florida. So I think that's what makes a coach great, right? Is their ability to kind of pivot and enhance what they do and stay with the times. Because what was going on at Florida year one compared to 2008 with Percy Harvin and Tim Tebow, completely different offenses. But what was going on in 2008 took the college football world by storm. It was that single wing offense, motion receivers in the backfield, jet sweeps, misdirection, and a running quarterback. And it was really, really hard to defend. And it definitely was ahead of the curve. And I think that's where sometimes gurus get stuck, right? They're ahead of the curve. They think they're smarter than everyone else. And then eventually the game passes them by and they end up losing their guru card. But the great ones, they keep enhancing. They keep finding ways to stay ahead of the curve. And that's what I think Urban did a great job of.